Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Monday, the 27th of November 2023. In today's Millwall news, we start off with, of course, some words from Joe Edwards. Millwall Boston White Lions won't come away from the plan after Coventry's setback. That's right, we will lose every week as long as we attack. This is from southwarknews.co.uk. Joe Edwards expects a different game on Wednesday when Millwall travels to Ipswich. Well, I should hope so. It's held at a different stadium. Joe Edwards insists Millwall won't be coming away from their ideas after the first setback of his time in charge. Coventry City ran out comfortable winners at the Den yesterday. I think this was written on Sunday, but posted on Monday. If you're going to do that, you should change the day. Millwall had won 4-0 away at Sheffield Wednesday in Edwards' first game in charge, but could not replicate the same performance levels on Saturday. The head coach is trying to push Millwall up the table while also gradually changing their playing style to something more progressive. They now face a difficult trip to Ipswich Town on Wednesday, where the Lions head coach expects a different game, but says his side won't deviate too much from what they're working on. He said, "We won't start coming away from the plan and the idea of where we want to take this team. Every game is a process of sticking with our principles in what we want to keep adding to the team. With every game, you look at the opponent and respect what they are as it is home or away game and factor in how that will change the game. I think we had 60% ball possession as the home team against Coventry. I don't envisage us going to Portman Road on Wednesday and having to do that and having loads of the ball. I know physically it will be a tough shift because I watch Ipswich and they work. It's no surprise to me they're doing it as well as they are in the league because basically they work hard. This is a very early on in a new journey for us. Every game we have, I'm getting to know the players and the team. With everything we see, we try and look to improve." Moving on to this from londonnewsonline.co.uk. Millwall boss expecting tough test at Ipswich. 3-0 defeat to Coventry won't stop playing change process. So this is basically the same. It is actually the same. It's the same, the exact same. So moving on to this about next weekend. Industrial action to hamper South Bermondsey for Millwall versus Sunderland. Millwall Football Club regrets to inform supporters that train travel to the Lions' home fixture against Sunderland will be disrupted due to industrial action. The Lions take on the Mackhams on Saturday the 2nd of December, and kick-off is at 3 p.m. with supporters advised to check their journeys before setting off. Matchgoers are strongly advised to check their journeys before leaving nearby stations including Surrey Quays and London Bridge, from which Jubilee Line service will be available to Bermondsey, a 20-minute walk to the Den. So there you go. We are back on it. Unfortunate, but this is it. This is what they do now. They're trying to cause agitation to bring about general election. They used to hold the strikes in the middle of the week to disrupt people going to work, the office pods, and obviously that's gone down. People aren't working from the office as much, and even if there is a strike, they can work from home. So they've decided to now attack the leisure industry and football supporters in general by striking on Saturdays. So there you go. Isn't that fantastic? Now, moving on to this. There was a match today. The under-21s played, and they absolutely battered Bristol City. This is from millwallfc.co.uk. It's a match report from that game. Millwall under-21s were 5-1 winners over Bristol City in the Professional League on Monday afternoon. Frankie Baker netted a hat-trick and Abdul Malik netted twice as the Lions eased to 3 points on their own patch. Kevin Nugent's side actually fell behind with just 3 minutes on the clock, but equalised instantly as Baker tapped home at the back post. 2 goals in 2 minutes then put Millwall in front, as firstly Baker doubled his tally by skipping past his marker and firing off the post from an acute angle, before Abdul Malik got on the score sheet with a drive that evaded the wet grasp of the Bristol City goalkeeper. There was time for one more goal before the half-time break as Abdul Malik gained his second with a first-time finish into the bottom corner. The Robins offered more resistance in the second half, but there was nothing they could do on the 67 minutes as Baker thrashed home from a corner for his third and the Lions' fifth of the afternoon. Next up for Millwall under-21s is a visit to Watford next Tuesday, the 5th of December. Okay, and they have some match stats. Let's see if they will load. Here's the team. The team was Waddy, Walker, Adam Maliki. Now, interesting. So, a lot of calls for him to come into the first team squad, given Murray Wallace's lack of pace. And when I saw the starting lineup, I thought, well, he's definitely not going to play at Ipswich then, is he? But they took him off at half time. So, he's definitely been saved for something. He's getting some game time. But why? Unless he was injured. Maybe he got injured. I don't know. Ollie Evans, Mackay, Grant, Cotton, Lawson, Baker, Abdul Malik, Bangura, Williams, and the subs were Stevenson on for Malachi on the 46th minute, Howland on for Evans, Ollie Evans on the 75th minute, Massey on for Cotton on the 81st minute, and Mushane on for Baker on the 75th minute. Subs not used was goalkeeper George Evans, and there you go. 3 for Baker, hat-trick, and 2 for Abdul Malik. Lovely jubbly. What that does is it leaves the table looking like this. Mill 2 games in hand with the leaders QPR. Fantastic. Why did it do that? I don't know. It's just disappeared. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll skip that then. We'll skip that. But here we go. Under 18s have topped their cup group. They have a little Premier League Development Cup, League Cup, and they beat Ipswich Town on the weekend. They won 3-0, and interesting, they topped the group. Three games, 3 wins. Now, not a match report, just some information. But interestingly, at the bottom, they say, furthermore, a date, kick-off time and ticketing arrangements for Millwall Under-18s FA Youth Cup third round at home to Barking will be announced shortly. Which is interesting. Why is that interesting? Because it's already been published on the FA's website. The game is on Tuesday the 5th at 7 p.m. Millwall versus Barking. So why are Millwall pretending that why are they saying it's not been announced? Why are they what are they waiting for? They're waiting for the selling ticket details so they can. But the game's next week. Are they waiting for the? I don't know. But here's the thing: as we just saw with the under-21s, a lot of these players are under-18 players. Well, not a lot. A few of them. They step up into the under-21s to bolster the ranks to fill the ranks of the players who've gone out on loan. It says there their next game is away at Watford on Tuesday the 5th. So, do we have a scheduling clash here? Are the club trying to get the FA Youth Cup game moved? Did they agree to a date and a time on Tuesday the 5th? And then somebody figured out, oh, hang on a minute. We've got an under-21s game that features a lot of the under-18s. We might actually need to get the game cancelled. So, are they going to try and get the Watford game moved? Is that Watford refusing to do that, and that's a problem? Then they have to go to the FA and get this game moved, which I'm sure Barking will say they can disagree and say, well, we don't want to do that. Like you said, this date was okay, and it's been published on the FA website. I don't know, but isn't this why we have a director of football? So things like this don't happen? Like, what's the delay? What's going on here? I don't know. It just seems a bit of a balls up. So we'll see what happens. Do they play 2 games in the same day? Could you have a player playing for the under-21s, not the whole game, maybe some of the game, away at Watford, with a kick-off at, I think it's 1 o'clock, and then so the game will be finished by 3, racing back to the Den to be featuring in this game. Now, you could say, well, it's Barking, they're non-league team, but they've won about 5 or 6 games to get this far. They've obviously got something about them. Are they like a team of giants? Are they like under-18s, in quotes? are they like under 18s with like full beards and moustaches? You know what I mean? So we can't really put out we can't bump up the under 16s to the under 18s. So I don't know. It's all very weird. The FA have announced the time, but the club haven't, and saying it's not confirmed yet. So I don't know what's going on. But in terms of the under, let's go back to the under 18s in their cup group. Obviously they won the group. Is it 8 groups or 7 groups? I'm not too sure. I think it's 7 because they got one runner up. So they're going to the quarterfinals now. Every single team that wins the group goes through, and the best runner up goes through as well. And then they get drawn into one-off ties. So I guess we go back to the luck of the draw. So we will be playing one of the following teams. Oxford United, they've confirmed that they're through. Watford, they're through. Swansea, all the Southern leagues set to be already done and dusted. So Swansea are through. Here's Millwall, 3 games, 3 wins, 14 goals scored, 2 against. Lovely jubbly. Now the Northern teams, not settled. Mansfield can still overtake Sheffield United. This group is way behind. They're way behind. This group, Accrington are top, but they can be overtaken by Fleetwood Town if they beat Wigan. And that's it. So there you go. We're playing one of those following teams in a one-off game, and then we'll be in the semi-finals and the final. So lovely stuff. But yeah, and on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.